Hey guys, the name is Anna and you're watching Anna's World. Guys, today's video is all about UAE as I'm gonna talk about 10 major points that you should keep in mind before going to UAE, which will really help you settle there, and I hope it will be a little help for you. Now, not wasting any further time, let's begin. Number 1, housing or rent. Guys, so the first very important point is housing. Means of course you need a home to live there, right? If talking about Dubai, then their rent is expensive as comparing to other Emirates, as a big part of your salaries go for the rent. If you want to stay in Dubai, let's just first divide the city. Like Dubai is one emirate, means city, so it has different areas like Bur Dubai. In Bur Dubai, mostly Indian community prefers to live. It's like if you're from India, it won't look like you're living out of India. You will find full Indian atmosphere than an Indian style food and other stuff. So the people going from India there, they prefer to stay 3-4 months in the starting in Bur Dubai so they can be kind of comfortable. Second is downtown Dubai, which is the heart of Dubai, and then the GLT area, means the marina area. There are people from America, Europe, UK, Canada, means total people live from these countries. These were the 3 major areas, but other than these areas, there are other areas, means like Mardif and Liva. In these, you can get less rent homes. So these 3 places, Bur Dubai, GLT Marina, and downtown Dubai, comparatively, they have kind of expensive for rent. Now, if talking about housing, you can find many options there, like sharing accommodations, studio, 1 PHK, 2 PHK villas, and all. Here I tell you that if a bachelor is coming here, then can save a good amount of money in the starting if he prefers sharing accommodation. I'm telling you the whole Dubai in a range. In sharing accommodation means 1,000 dirhams monthly. I'm telling everything monthly here, which will go till 2,000 to 3,000 according to how you want to take it as luxury as you want in downtown especially. Now in sharing means 2 PHK flat. In one room you are staying and in the second room your other friend is staying. So you're sharing it with your friend. That's sharing accommodation. Same for the family. 2 couples can stay in one flat, as said, 1 room each. Then coming to the studio part, studio means there is only 1 room. In that room itself, there is a mini kitchen and a separate bathroom. Rent for that thing is starting from 2,000, can go to 6,000 dirhams. As I said, according to your choices, studio is ideal for a newcomer couple in the starting, and it's available in really cheap prices until you save something. And if your salary is better from the start, then of course you can look for an apartment. So for the apartment, you can get it in 3,500 to 4,000 dirhams for 1 bedroom apartment, because now it's said that their rent have gone down a little. Before it was like 6,000 starting dirhams monthly, so now you can get it from 35,000 dirhams. Here I'm telling you the minimum. Above you can go as per your choices. As said before, that except these 3 major areas, you can go and find more cheaper than that. Like you can get in 2,500 dirhams monthly. For that you have to do a little struggle and find the best one, or there are so many website related, so you can check them out there too. Now here Dubai is kind of expensive as comparing to other Emirates, so the people whose salary is little less, they prefer to stay in Sharjah and Ajman, other Emirates which are really near to Dubai. It's not like that only people whose salary is less, they only stay in these 2 Emirates. Some people prefer to stay there as they can save a lot. If you go to Sharjah, then there your rent will be half as comparing to Dubai. So means Ajman and Sharjah are both adjacent cities. If you have a car, then you can reach Dubai in 30 minutes. Traffic excluded. So the major is that the good amount of salary goes for the rent. But if you come to saving, then you can choose your rent accordingly. Number 2, utility bill. So the second most important point is utility bill, in which electricity bill and water bill. So there in Dubai, you get a small hammer on the head, because to bill 5% of the utility bill comes additionally. 5% for annual rent. For example, if your rent is 35,000 dirhams, then 312.5 is added in your apartment electricity bill, and then in that add the electricity bill, then it will be around 700 on average. Same thing if you want to live in Sharjah. If you don't have this add up of 5%, then your electricity bill is half than it. It gets cleared around 300 dirhams, and also in sharing accommodations, these all things get shared and you don't have to receive that much. So in the starting, this is really beneficial in the sharing accommodation. In the utility bill, more comes your mobile bill. In mobile, if you are new, then my request will be to convert it into postpaid form after 15 days because prepaid is comparatively expensive there. If you take postpaid, then you will get an yearly contract. If you take an yearly contract, then it will be really cheap. If you take 2 yearly contract, then it will get more cheaper. In this all internet, there are two providers, they're Due and Etisalat, which provide with internet. So with a good internet package with including all TV channels, internet speed is amazing. Their minimum, it starts with 20 Mbps, and that too I think it's finished now. It's minimum 15, so the minimum also will be really good for you. So around 300 to 350 dirhams you can get internet and a landline with which you can make free calls within Dubai and other Emirates. So sum it up, if you're living in 2 PHK flat, your total utility bill monthly will be around 1200 to 1300 dirhams, and if you live in one bedroom apartments, then you have to think proportionally and accordingly. Number 3, grocery. Next is grocery. So of course you need food to survive. So this one totally depends on you, that you can stay with minimum or you need the maximum. This one totally depends on females because they better know what to do and what not to. But if you are a bachelor, then it's really good for them because there is a tiffin system there. So then you can easily order 2 meals of the day, lunch and dinner. They deliver you anywhere, home or office, and there is very minimum charges. Around 200 to 300 dirhams for the whole month you can get your lunch and dinner easily. So there, most of the bachelors set the tiffin system as it's convenient. Same thing for the family. If family of 2, then maximum it will be around 500 dirhams. If family of 4, then 1100 to 1200 dirhams, which totally depends on your requirements. I'm telling this in monthly. Number 4, transport and public transport. Guys, the transport there is really amazing. Everywhere you can get to see different types of transports. You get to see taxis, which is comparatively a little expensive. Other than that, metros, really good connectivity of metros. Other than that, where metros don't go, there are connective buses which start from F series. So these buses are connected with each other cities as well. It's a total convenient and good way, they say. Other than that, there are trams, there are monorails. So these are different types of transport you can easily use there. Now talking about taxis, their taxis or cabs start from 5 dirhams. It will start from 5 dirhams, but payment you should give 12 dirhams. And then it varies according to how far you want to go. But metro is more on the cheaper side. You can make a monthly pass or a yearly pass that will get in a very low price. For example, if you take a 2-section pass, then monthly your bill will be around 100 to 150 dirhams. You will get a premier card which is called NON non card. You just have to swipe the card and then you can travel in any public transport. Number 5, driving license. This is very important. Driving license in Dubai, a very important task, a very expensive task. The time you go there, after 6 months, my suggestion will be to apply for the driving license. You will get a lot of driving schools there. The range will be between 4,500 to 6,500 dirhams. If you know driving or you don't know driving, doesn't matter. You have to take the classes. If you have a 5-year-old license, then you can get done by 20 classes, means low expenses. But if it's less than 5 years of your home country license, then you have to take 40 classes, which obviously means high expenses. So to sum it up, means 4,500 to 65 dirhams if you don't fail in any assessment or test. If you do so, then extra charges will be taken, which will be around 700 or 800 per fail. If you take it in the first try, then it will be around 9,000 to 10,000 easily. Once you get the license, they give you the license for 2 years in advance. In these 2 years, if you drive safely, don't knock it anywhere, then play it safely and disciplined, then they give for 5 years. Before in 2015-16, it was used to be 10 years, but now they changed it in 5 years. Try to just get it as soon as possible because license is really important there, because if you have a UAE-based driving license, then a really beneficial point for you in the future. Number 6, medical insurance. Really important, health insurance. As I mentioned in my previous videos that they have one of the best health facilities. Just be sure that when you get there, your health insurance is fully covered in your CTC package. Of course, they will cover for the employees, I mean to say for the family as well, which will be really beneficial for you. But if you go to take this standard package there, then minimum it will be around 1,000 to 6,000 really easily per year, and for kids it will be around 2,000 to 4,000 dirhams. But if you're going there, then discuss it with your employer so that he can give you the benefit, so that also that your health insurance is covered in your package. So this must be a point to be taken care of. Second thing is that there you will get a 30 days holiday too. Means if you work the whole year, then you can enjoy your 30 days holiday. But most of the employers there give the ticket for 2 and 4 in the year. So this one also depends. If you get a good employer, then will take care of your family too for going and coming back from your home country. They give the tickets for the family member, doesn't matter family of 3 or 4 or 5, gives the ticket once in a year. Number 7, entertainment. Entertainment, you have countless options. There are movies, parks, museums, malls, so many other things. Dubai is a really tempting city. You will get a lot of offers there. Make sure to control yourself. Don't get yourself in a trap, as countless offers will come in your way. You have to control yourself. Otherwise, you won't be able to save anything. The more you get out of your house, the more you will spend. Now, talking about restaurants, all types of cuisines, foods and drinks, everything in all types of form is available. It depends where you want to go. There are really luxury restaurants and also average restaurants. So it totally depends on you. It's in your hands the way you want to take it. And also entertainment you keep as your preference, as it's totally on you how much you spend it. But Dubai at last is a very tempting city, so you must be really careful. Number 8, family visas. Very important, as this is the key by which your family comes to UAE. So here, what happens when you go there, you get settled there, your visa gets stamped. After that comes family visa. Family visas, some employers are really good enough to sponsor your family visas. Then it's your done for you. But if they don't do so, then you have to do it. In that Emirates ID, medical insurance, everything apply, which will be around 1,100 to 1,200 per family member. If you have kids really small, I think if they're below 2 years, then there is no medical for them. Above 2 years, proper medical will apply, and the visa is for 2 years. After 2 years, same procedure, have to pay, and then you will get another visa for 2 more years. If you live there in a free zone area, then you will get 3 years visa. Number 9, housing helps. Guys, housing help means maids and all that stuff. If talking about Bur Dubai, then you can get maids really easily. But if you go out of Bur Dubai, you will get maids, but their prices will be little high because they have to do with their transportation. So that's why they charge high. And also most of the maids live in Bur Dubai and their area, and their salary monthly, like if they have off on Fridays, and the other days if they come to your house for 1 hour daily, except on their off days, then they charge 300 dirhams monthly minimum. Same like that, if they come 2 hours, then 600. So it goes on like this accordingly. This is, I'm telling you, in minimum. But if you go out for off Bur Dubai, then same thing, they will charge 500 dirhams per hour. Number 10, education. Last but definitely not the least, which is very important. And yes, of course, for this too, you have to spend for better education of your children. You can get every single curriculum, CBSE, IB, British curriculum, ISS, Pakistani, all options are available, because fees is of course a little high. Starting from the least fees means per month it will be 500 dirhams, and that too for small grades like nursery and kindergarten. As the grade increases, definitely fees will also increase from 500 to 8,000 per month. You have to give the fees. This is only school fees, but then transportation fees, buses and all, they have to start from minimum 600 to 700 dirhams per month. And then extra curriculum activities, you have to pay extra charges for that. If you take normal tuition fees and transportation fees, then minimum from 1,300 it goes till 10,002 for only one kid. For the school choice, you can choose according to the ranking. Their KHDA1 institution, which rank the schools from A to O. All there are not considered as low-class schools. They have all qualified KHDA approvals, so you can catch any school. It depends that the school is giving importance to which specific topic. All the schools there are damn and good. Don't worry about the education there. It's hella good. Anyways, that's all for today. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button to show support. Make sure to subscribe, ding the bell to receive notification every time I post a new video. Make sure to take care of yourself, stay healthy, have a great day, and goodbye.